Content warning. The following video may contain material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. I am not giving medical advice or telling others how to live their lives. This channel is for philosophical, ideological, metaphysical, and comedy purposes only. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Hey guys, what's going on? Comment reply video, and I am not feeling this shit, to be honest. Actually, I haven't been feeling this shit. This happens like, for those who've been with my channel for a long time, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's the same pattern every fucking year. It happens again, over and over. Like those who've been with my channel since the beginning, like 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been. Dude, it's fucking, it happens every year. It's, this reality is very scripted like these, waves of depression seem to come at certain times. These lack of motivations seem to come at certain times. These moments of anger seem to come at certain times. These moments of high energy come at certain times. These moments of low energy. It's just like, and it almost repeats itself every fucking year over and over and over again. But anyway, so Lion Sword left a comment saying, "Yes, I have seen and been through things most can't imagine. So horrific that there are no words to define it." No, I'm sure there's words to define it. What happened? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. But he wrote, "The unfortunate truth, unless it happened outside of this realm, and there's literally not words to describe what happened." I don't know if he's talking about like hallucinogens or something. I don't know what he's talking about. But he wrote, "The unfortunate truth, people wrongfully assume this is some sort of emotional instability, but I know that's inaccurate. They simply did not experience the things I did. In fact, I have talked about some of it just a little bit." Again, I don't really know what he's talking about here. They simply did not experience things that I did. I don't know what you mean by that, Derek. He's saying people are making wrongful assumptions about him being emotionally unstable. Derek, if you're open to criticism without getting emotional about it, I would say those aren't wrongful. Those are very accurate descriptions of the way you're behaving. Now, if they're not in your head and don't know that you're secretly doing this mysteriously to get this sort of outcome, you can't blame them for not being psychic, but the way it looks is not good. It doesn't look good. It does look like you're emotional or... he wrote, "In fact, I have talked about some of it just a little bit. I sincerely hope no one ever lives my life or past lives. I know it comes to light in the end regardless. Also, I'm downright sick of being told how I feel. Absolutely none of this was done from emotional reaction at all. Where I know the truth about myself and choose to never lie on top of that, I am simply being honest when I say my entire response to this was well thought out and done with counsel from others." It still don't look good. Derek, I wasn't a part of that counsel. And you know I'm an honest dude, and you know that I'm straightforward and blah, blah. It still doesn't look good. I wasn't a part of that council, and the people observing you weren't a part of that council. It's not. I don't think it's wrong for them to assume certain things that they're assuming. Just to have other opinions on the matter, it is not one bit fair that others assume they know why I do what I do. I just want to see someone look bad, or they just want to see someone look bad. I want nothing to do with this drama fest anymore. Yeah, that's obvious, but you're allowing the drama fest to affect you. I don't want anything to do with it neither. I'm not also throwing in the towel simultaneously or whatever you're doing that you got counseled to do or whatever. I don't know what's going on, dude. So if you want to send me an email and say this is what I thought, blah, blah, and I'll be brutally honest with you on there too. But like I'm saying, as just an observer watching the shit that's going on, this doesn't look good. And I'm not out to get you. I'm not out to attack you. As a matter of fact, I usually defend you, and I defended you again recently. Someone had left a post. I don't want to say any names, but someone had left a post saying something about you, how maybe you're overreacting and blah, 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 because it's really just a guy making videos. That's a partial truth. That wasn't true, and that's why I defended you, because it's not just a guy making videos. This dude's contacted him personally. I don't know every detail, but calling people personal to him and getting him kicked out of his home, that's not a joke anymore. That's not just a guy making videos. This is personal very personal. So I think for Derek to say, yo, I'm going to the cops, is not him being a snitch or trying to shut up truth. It's him trying to shut up a creepy stalker boy. Like, so again, I could argue for Derek. I could argue against Derek. From the outside looking in, doing the thing to get the donations, getting an amazing donation from someone. I mean, I would assume I would assume if I was the person that gave Derek that donation, and then a week later or 2 weeks, whatever, he's just like, I'm done. I'm sick of YouTube. I'm out. I'd be annoyed. I mean, that's just me personally. I'd be like, what the fuck? But maybe they were a part of his council or whatever. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, Recursive Inwardness wrote, I'm going to throw something even more crazier. I love even more crazier. Recursive. That's an interesting name. Recursive Inwardness. It is another possibility. What if individuals like SM, because there could be, Sanity Machine, the creepy boy, the stalker boy, he wrote, what if individuals like Sanity Machine, because there could be others like him, are like deep fake persona generated? This actually is funny. But let me just read the comment. Yeah, this is something people were saying, Recursive. Like, they're saying this dude, like, someone had linked me something, like, when it was all happening, and I ain't gonna front, like, when I analyzed it, I was like, how is this possible? But I don't know, maybe he's like a wealthy dude. Maybe he can pay, like, you know, like, people to do stuff for him, you know? Maybe it's not just all him. I don't know exactly, but to believe that he really is like a generated fake AI, that would make sense why you don't talk to people. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to, I bet that he says this shit in his comment. Let me just read his comment. Like, my eyes are probably reading it. It's a good thing that my camera blocks most of the fucking screen, because I can hover the comments just above the camera to hide them from my damn peripheral vision. But, okay, so he wrote, yeah, he's saying, what if he's like a deep fake persona generated by an artificial neural network? It would be great. I'm sorry. He wrote, what if somebody, government or whatever organization, created like training models for a neural network for disinfo internet characters, and one of such characters is SM? This can explain the way his voice sounds, why he factory makes dozens of videos each day, why he never shows actual human emotions. He actually talks shit about people that do too. It's like, dude, all you do is drool and like monotone. He wrote, even learning how to sing karaoke looks more productive, in my opinion. I was thinking about doing that. Recursive, learning how to sing karaoke. So it's funny you say that. Maybe I'll upload videos of me singing some shit. What do you guys want me to sing? I can rap and sing, so you guys can tell me what you want to hear. And I can do it all, baby. I can do it better than any of them did it. Chris Cornell, no problem. I'll sing it. He wrote, and few other oddities which people notice. If this is true, then he will definitely avoid IRL confrontations and talks. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, there's something to, because I just said that. It would also make sense if he was an AI, if he avoided conversations. It only takes a logical, like, Recursive. Do you feel like you're this fucking, like, super advanced? Well, I guess amongst the meat monkeys, maybe you would feel that way, actually. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't take a lot out of you, though, right? Like, from your perspective, as the powerful being, it just took a little bit of logic to read through the bullshit, right? It's like, it's not really that complicated. But thank you for existing as a logical. I would love to sit down and have a beer with Recursive, or most of my subscribers, honestly. I'd like to sit down and have a beer with Sanity Machine, too, because at least then I would know he was a real person. I'd actually be able to talk to him instead of just hearing him tell me how I'm a lizard. You know what I'm saying? And if he is just an NPC agent, he'll be there in person so I can slap him one. You know what I'm saying? If he's just, like bugs out. You know what I'm saying? Like if I confronted him in real life and the agent in his body couldn't deal with the presence of Neo, you know what I'm saying? He'd bug out. He'd be like the bitch in, what was that movie? Total Recall. You guys remember that? 2 weeks. He'd be like, oh, he'd be one of them. I'd be like, yo, why do you keep being mean to me, bro? He'd do, AI program malfunction. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. He would definitely avoid IRL confrontations and talks. That makes sense. Because this could expose... I don't know why I always try to not be me, because I end up being me anyways. I'm sorry, guys. I rant. I ran. If you're the type, and I know you could be that type because I'm that type. Sometimes when I'm watching a video, I just want the person to finish the comment or just to get through the point of the person. So I understand how that could be annoying. I'm sorry, it's just the way I am. It's very difficult for me to be any other way. Like I try to calm the mind, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. It's too obsessive now, or not obsessive, overactive. My mind here. This maybe I should stop taking that mushroom supplement. Maybe actually made me more even ADD or whatever. But actually, no. I actually lose my train of thought way less. And I went and watched my videos from like 6 months ago. I was almost talking in slow motion, man. I was like, man, before these supplements, I literally was just like, hey, guy. I was almost fucking a little retardo boy while over there drooling on my fucking Diet Coke. Why would you drink a Diet Coke? You know that shit's poisonous as fuck. Was he drinking it? That's what a comment. Anyways, I don't know if it's even real, but here, yeah, how he would avoid real life talks, because this could expose that it's a neural network behind him. Your point about you being open to talk to anyone could in a way be actually an indicator of whether you are not one of the deep fake characters. Yeah, I'm obviously not a fake fucking person. I'll show you kid pictures of me. I'm definitely not a fake person. If you're in Florida and you're a truther, why don't you hit me up so we can have a fucking conversation? Is everybody so afraid to meet in person? Man, the truth community is actually full of a bunch of soft-ass fucking pussy motherfuckers. Anyways, I'm sorry. He wrote, that is another not very well-known and creepy aspect of this physical world. Here, there is a person on YouTube that says most of mass media, internet, social medias, TVs, ads, news is deep fakes generated by some neural network. Oh, I believe that. When you can put fucking 30 different news stations all in synchronicity saying the exact same script almost monotonely in the exact same time, like a damn choir that practiced it beforehand, there's obviously a lot to back up what he's saying here. He wrote, there's also fake internet theory which correlates with this idea. I've never heard. What's fake internet theory? Oh, that the internet's all I think I have seen that actually. That the internet's all scripted to show you certain pages, but that's obvious though. But it doesn't prove that the internet's fake. It just proves that it's sort of scripted and controlled, right? It's like information. He wrote, which correlates with this idea. He wrote, and add to this those automated AI systems during reincarnation processes, and AI tech, which is available publicly on the internet right now, can create quite realistic deepfakes. Oh, I've seen it, dude. There are lots of AI apps and web services that come up as if out of nowhere. If this is true, then this matrix is by several degrees way more weird and creepy. And dude, it's going to get way more weirder and creepier than any of us ever expected, Recursive. Way more than any of us. Well, that's just a weird prediction by a weird guy that's been watching the fucking script happen for 20 years. I think it's going to get really, really bad, and then it's going to get really, really good after that. I don't know. I don't know exactly how reality works, but he wrote, and can you re-upload interviews with Vegan Skeptic? I've been having troubles with my old hard drive, which is where not all my old videos are stored. I would say about 30 of my videos are now completely destroyed because I wasn't able to store them. But maybe 20, actually. I don't know. Maybe not that much, but once I get that situated, I am going to start uploading old videos or whatever. I'll just have to put that thing on the beginning of my video so fuckboys can't flag me for disinformation. He wrote, and can you re-upload? Yeah, I'll do that when I get it situated, Recursive. He wrote, or link to them if you still have them. No, he wrote, they were very valuable sources of info. Many of the ideas are straight to the core, in my opinion. You know, I should have, this is my fault, being lazy. I should have uploaded every single video I made on BitChute also. What's the other one I have? Odyssey. I should have uploaded all my videos on them too. But YouTube's my main platform. It's what I always use. And I had gotten strikes before, but like I said, they got expunged because then like 3 or 4 months ago by, nobody would strike me. But it was usually just somebody whose worldview I crushed normally. Like, I don't like what this guy's saying. He's evil. He's bad. Probably flagged me. It wasn't because of the debacle shit, I don't think. Some of the other flags, but getting 2 in 2 weeks is kind of like a little odd. But Stop It Smell the Roses wrote, He's preoccupied with revenge, and notes from materiality isn't bright enough to see any of this. Says a lot about him, don't it? By Note's own point of view, the Santee machine would be at fault for breaking the same copyright that gives anybody the right to say what they want about him. The Santee machine didn't like when people didn't support him, and he took revenge. That's what he's, a hateful little fucking scummy motherfucker. He'll love you to death. The moment that you show, if Notes, let's say Notes is one of his little buddies, if Notes said something he didn't agree with, he would turn on Notes instantly. If the other dude I was talking to the other day, I think also had a channel, the Undead Path, I think's the name. He said he was supporting this dude. It's like, dude, you really support him? Disagree with him on something. I'm not saying just to be disagreeful. Something you truly believe that he said was wrong, and say, yeah, I don't agree with that. And you'll become a shill Illuminati. He said the guy's a fucking degenerate. He's a mentally unstable human being, just in the most basic way to put it. This isn't a guy you would want sitting at your table at the picnic. This isn't a guy you would want babysitting your kids. This is not a guy you would want as the teacher at your kid's school. It's not just, this isn't a stable human being. We're talking about a diagnosed schizophrenic who admitted to his schizophrenia. Supposedly, again, I'm reading this through comments. I didn't study this douchebag. I don't care that much about him. He's a goofy little fuckboy punching bag to me at this point. But I don't know all this is true, but he supposedly admitted to his psychopathy and then denied it later. Like, and I wonder when are his viewers gonna like? But I have faith. I do have faith, even though I call them stupid and dumb. His viewers, mouth breathers. I don't think that they're dumb people, because if they're believing his philosophy, then they're smart enough to realize this is a sort of soul trap. I think they will eventually come to their senses. Like, if they haven't realized, eventually they're gonna be okay. Well, this is, time number 147. He's said this same dumb shit, or he's just a hateful. He has no. It's not a truther. He's like trying to cause conflict and chaos. He's not like exposing any new ideas or philosophies. Everything he ever said, I guarantee, came out of my mouth first. This dude was obsessed with me. He used to comment on my channel every day, loved me, used to dick ride me constantly, and then I was subscribed to people, and then he attacked me. But then when I proposed or offered the platform for him to come and speak to me, he wouldn't do it. So that showed me exactly what he was the whole time. A little spider queen, a little snake in the grass archon agent, a demonic piece of filth, here to create conflict and separation and division. He don't want anyone saying anything negative about him, because look at how he projects. He's just like, they're evil, they're bad. His worst fear is being exposed. So he doesn't want people telling the truth about him. That's his worst fear. Look what he does for a living, you know what I'm saying? For a channel. TSM didn't like when people didn't support him, and he took revenge. They're doing the same thing they're claiming protection for, while turning around and telling people he was treated badly. His revenge will keep him stuck in this recycling bin. Revenge is a monster, and that's what is deteriorating him. No, stupidity is what's deteriorating him, because he should be smart enough to realize he's being driven by a fucking Archon demon. He wrote, that and his OCD. To the Santee machine, I would say, better luck next lifetime with your revenge. Maybe you'll come back as Santa Claus, because you keep a list of who's being naughty and nice. So you better watch out for Santa Steven. That's funny. Yeah, little Steven, the one that, for fun and jokes, self-identifies as a pedophile on creepy sites, and then likes and yeah, this is some hot stuff on creepy, deviant art as a self-identifying pedophile, as a joke. Is that something you guys do for jokes? Like I'm saying, if his viewers are watching me now, like everything I just said is true, do they then just go, no, he must have been joking? Yeah. My goodness, are you people that gullible? Man, I've got a bridge to sell. What? Do you believe that? Oh no, I was just joking, guys. I was just doing that for fun. Haha. Is that what you guys do for fun? That's creepy and disgusting. In my world, self-identifying as a pedophile would get you fucking decapitated. That's some funny shit to do. Where'd you grow up? Where the fuck did you grow up? Anyways, he wrote, 2 notes, I would say the net copyright law is an agreement that you want people to uphold, to keep reminding people about it like they don't have a choice. Some people were born post-computer origin, excuse me, and their parents or schools already agreed to the terms of the computer that they used at home or in school. They don't know about 1976 Fair Use Agreement, and most people don't read terms of use agreements on anything online. When people want you to respect, when they ask you guys to leave them alone, you laugh and say you're covered by the terms of use. That allows them to keep on attacking them because you debut were attacked. I don't know what debut means. Debut? I know what a debut is, but that's not how it's spelled. But I them to attack because they debut. I don't know. You were attacked because of you. I think he meant that you were. It's because of you that you were attacked. I think that's what he's saying. He wrote, but they don't know about that attack because you're a pussy who can't take a confrontation. Okay, he's writing in word wizardry. That's why some of these a confrontation. He wrote, you laugh because people don't know how to copyright against your fair use clause. You can't show basic respect to others, so why would this matrix net show you any respect and consideration? As above, so below. The agents that keep ND ears in this matrix don't give a F about you either. The same way you don't give a F, the Archons do the same to you, and so it goes. They don't respect when you notes and the sanity machine say, I don't agree with this and I don't remember an agreement. They laugh at you like you laugh at people here because you didn't sign off on being here without having full information. This is funny. Interesting comment. He wrote, just like people didn't agree to you making fun of them like you're retarded assholes. Do you see the same principle of non-full disclosure happening to you here as what you're deeming others should know about a 1976 Fair Use Agreement? You clicked on a shit show called Earth and want to justify your Earth net abuse by a law that you don't even know about? Yeah, like Matrix laws too, you pathetic little degenerate. Is that what he's doing? Is he playing victim? This guy is so pathetic. He wrote, is he actually saying that, oh, you guys shouldn't be talking about me? But we're like, dude, your whole channel is about talking about people. Is he really doing that? Is this dude telling the truth? Like, this dude is the most disgusting little Archon agent I've ever seen. He's not even good at being it. He's like playing by the tactics of a 9-year-old would be able to call out his tactics. He wrote, you think it's funny and don't care. Neither do the Archontic agents care about you. Same thing. See how that works? That makes you the thing you hated. Like the song by the Destroyer called The Thing You Hated. The Sanity Machine and Notes don't see this. Better luck next lifetime. I like this. Better luck next lifetime from Stop and Smell the Rose. It's a good, I think that way. So I'm just like, okay, this fucking Archon agent degenerate, not even him in particular, just the ones I've met in real life is so fucked up. It's almost like just like better luck next lifetime. Like this thing needs probably a few hundred or 1,000 more lifetimes to get their fucking mental situation situated. He wrote, you're playing by the same net laws above as below. The Archon things don't care that you don't know fuck about Earth net laws and you came in stupid, unknowing. That stupidity TSM and Notes don't want put on them is what they put on others and hide behind a copyright to protect themselves. Hey, they're just fuckboys. They're little hateful fuckboys. Like, nobody actually cares about them. They're obsessed with everybody. They're the dick riders of everybody else. But, oh no, you're all obsessed with me and you're attacking me. It's like we're responding to you. I couldn't go into a crowd of people and start punching random people and then complain when they start punching me back and play victim. Like, you're a fucking retard, dude. Are you, like, logical? Is there anything left in your brain after the psych meds to think critically? Or do you just regurgitate stuff that sounds good that probably came out of my mouth, Lion Sword's mouth, whoever else's mouth who you copy, you fucking mimic degenerate? He wrote, they make fun of people that are ignorant of the internet fair use copyright or how to get around it. Meanwhile, they're ignorant of it themselves. He wrote, they hold people accountable just like the Matrix Archons hold them accountable for playing online net Earth and complaining that they didn't know they wouldn't have agreed. They agreed because they're still here agreeing. It's all a deception, and the Sanity Machine and the Notes seem like they're Archons in training. They're agents. They would actually deny that. That's how brainwashed these little fucking agents are. They think they're on a righteous path. It's done in a very deceptive, and it's done very well because, I mean, they get people that follow them. I mean, actually, people start believing the bullshit. T-Fetch wrote, What revenge, though? I mean, Chris was attacked first because Chris didn't know anything about the Santee Machine's so-called info, and the Santee Machine went off on the offensive, attacking Chris in comments and then in his videos. Chris then proceeded to openly post what was going on in emails and comments in his videos. T-Fetch has been around since the beginning. He's telling the truth. Like, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm not the one with all these people, like, behind the scenes saying I'm crazy or weird or I'm a stalker or I'm a pedo. Or I don't have files about me online. So actually, the creepy boy people are backing up sent me a file about my personal life that was like, it was just some dumb shit. It was like money I owed on an old repossessed auto. He's like, I've got files on everyone, and links to that to me. I'm like, okay, you're a fucking creepy boy. Anyways, he wrote, so what's the revenge for? Chris didn't have time to disagree because he didn't get to verify any information that's damning. If it is revenge for simply disagreeing with him, that's fucked up. The entire thing, I agree, T. Isn't that weird the way that works? Two logical minds. He wrote, the entire thing just seems odd to me. Like, why? Who cares? If someone disagrees, just avoid the channel you disagree with. Don't try to stop people from going to that channel to see for themselves. It's weird. It is weird. Unless you're an agent, then it makes complete sense. Agent, agent, agent. I mean, it's so fucking obvious. I hope you guys know what you're dealing with here. I hope even the people on his channel know what they're dealing with here. He wrote, I'm all for calling out shills. Me too, dude. If you find out somebody's a child sniffer, I want to know about it. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to be subscribed to some fucking creepy boy and blah, blah, blah. If they did some shit when they were fucking 12 or 15 or 17 and they're like pushing 50 or 60 now, I don't really care that much unless it was truly, you know, child sniffing shit. Then I don't care until the day they die. They could burn in a motherfucking fire. I don't care how reformed they think they are. If you're attracted to children, you're a monster in my eyes, buddy. But anyways, he wrote, I'm all for calling out shills. Yeah, me too. If they are shills, why would a shill invite you onto their channel to talk about what's going on? Wouldn't that further expose them as the shill? I know if I started calling Archaic's a shill, I said, he's a shill, oh look, he was evil back then, blah, blah. And then Archaic said to me, hey Chris, I'd like you to come on my channel and talk to me. I would almost immediately have a level of respect for him. I would almost immediately not think he's a shill anymore. Pay attention to people's actions. People could talk all day, man. Talk is fucking cheap in my reality. That don't mean nothing to me. Anybody could talk a good game. It's about being about a good game. He wrote, if they are shills, people that theorize or discuss, I licked my lips. I bet the fucking, this genius over there just slowed that down and went, did you see he's a wizard? And people are following this fucking dork. Do you guys go out to the woods in fucking robes and throw crayons at each other? Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Are you guys RPing too? People that theorize or discuss philosophy aren't shills. People that claim to be gurus and have secret answers or all the answers are shills. Again, I agree 1,000%. Don't tell me you know something special. Don't tell me you've seen something special. Tell me what you know and tell me what you've seen. Otherwise, you're being deceptive. I don't want to talk to you. He wrote, I don't know shit about fuck. I'm looking for truth answers to hell with this, to hell what the hell am I reading here? I'm sorry. I don't know shit about shit. I'm looking for truth and answers to what the hell this place is, what I am, how the fuck I got here, where the fuck I'm going afterwards, etc. I have zero answers, a billion theories, and I can't judge anyone else's theory if they shared. Thank you, T, for existing, brother, at this point. My neighbor's actually got he's a fucking gangster, but he's got what is it? It's a Subaru, but it's not like the STI. It's like some SUV crossover type thing. And he's like, he put a fucking like performance exhaust on it and he like revs up. If you watch this, Kurt, I love you, dude. It's funny, but anyways, he wrote a billion theories. Again, 1,000 almost truths, and all of them have evidence to back them up. It's sort of this dream reality where nothing's actually real, but every thought or idea that could be pondered has evidence to back it up. Oh, it's like, this reality's stupid. I'm sorry, he wrote a billion theories, and I can't judge. Yeah, how can you judge somebody else Oh, he said this, I don't agree. You don't know shit neither, motherfucker. Who are you to disagree? You came in with amnesia just like the rest of us, but let me guess, you've got the special information. Shut the fuck up. Hero, although I think the fairy tale religious shit is laughable, personally I suspect this is some sort of simulation. Dude, if you just look at the human avatar as this constant comfort zone seeking creature, it all kind of makes sense. It all makes sense. It'll all make sense to you if you just look at them as this sort of soft pussy ass, I need something to make me feel comfortable with my reality type of fucking scared little pussy type of creature. Everything will sort of make sense. Needing somebody to... politics will make sense. Needing a leader. Religions will make sense. Needing to know something's beautiful because this place is so fucking observably, obviously demonic and evil and filthy that we need to create a comfort zone in our mind saying that when we die, maybe it'll get better. Disgusting. He wrote, personally, I suspect this is some sort of simulation. I may not be real, in quotes, but this place is governed by some sort of AI. It may have trapped the programmers and players, or maybe we programmed it to do exactly that. We don't know if this is a simulation and we came into it. Maybe we agreed to the amnesia. I wouldn't want to remember my whole infinite life. If I was going to have a finite experience, I'd probably want to forget it. Infinity and finite don't play well together. Like, you can't be both simultaneously. So, to me, the amnesia thing makes sense, sort of, if we did plug into this reality. Why is it the way it is? Maybe we're that hardcore. Put me in a realm where it's such a fucking struggle to get ahead in life. It'd almost be like an adversary programmed into the reality that works against me constantly so that it's a struggle to advance. But then I sort of see a sort of favoritism in reality for certain people. And it always works out for bad people. It rarely works out for good people. And if it does work out for good people, something happens to them somewhere along the lines and they change into a not so good person anymore. This reality is disgusting when you observe it honestly and leave your fucking mental comfort zones. He wrote, it may have trapped the programmers and players, or we played so long we forgot and think it's all that there is. I have no clue. We may have programmed in the Council of Three, the deception, all of it to keep us here as infinite creatures. Like, it could all still be our doing. Yes, it seems evil, but we don't know our predicament prior to the amnesia. Maybe being infinite sucks and is so miserable and lonely and blah, 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 that the finite reality was a better version of our existence. I mean, again, we still don't really know what's happening. Again, well, there's evidence to back up so many different theories. This is a great comment. He wrote, it's just a fucked up place with fucked up suffering shit going on. So I watch videos from people like Chris because they are in the same boat, asking the same fucking questions. Thank you, T. He wrote, some people are flaky and broken and talk delusional shit. Others think they have shit figured out and dismiss anyone who doesn't know, in quotes, what the person knows, yet they never share what they know, in quotes. If they even know anything at all, there's some hush-hush secret society, esoteric bullshit. Dude, I love this comment. And this is why T's on my channel, because I make sense to him, he makes sense to me. He wrote the problem. I'd love to sit down with T, too. T, I don't know how you do in life financially. I'm not doing too well right now. I am kind of working again. I'll probably be working again here in a few more weeks, full time, so I'll be back on my feet. So I'm not doing well right now, but if in, sometime in the future you ever wanted to fly down or me fly up or wherever the hell you're from, and hang out, bro, I think that would be great. It'd be nice to just record it, have a good conversation, maybe, have a good conversation off camera too. I don't care, but I think it'd be cool to record the conversation so other people could enjoy the interaction. It'd be cool to just sit down with like-minded people. He wrote, the problem is if Hermeticism is correct and all is mind or one and all truths are half-truths, then it's a downward spiral for any non-initiates. That's what I like about Chris. He's just some dude trying to figure shit out. Thank you, T. I appreciate that. I actually take pride in the fact that that's how you see me. That's how I want to be seen. I don't want to be seen as this, oh, I got it known, and that's the dumbest. I'm the dude telling you this is a reality where there is no truth, nothing but an infinite amount of almost truths. But people will still put shit on me. They'll project their fears, blah, blah. Even in emails, like people say, you said this, and I know, it's like, I pondered that. I didn't say that that's what's happening, but it's like, man, people don't understand the way philosophy works or pondering. Maybe it's like those people that don't have an internal dialogue. Maybe they just can only hear the words, so they think I'm like trying to indoctrinate. I don't know how it works, but I ponder a lot of shit, and I don't know. I'm the first dude in line to tell you I don't know what the fuck's going on. I wish I did. I wish somebody did. Everybody thinks they seem to know. Everybody's a fucking guru. Everybody's a set guru, and they can sit up there and lotus and, ooh, let me tell you about the way to be. It's like, well, we're still in the shithole. If you knew the way to be, how come you ain't fixed it yet? Because there's been people like you being that way for hundreds or thousands of years. Give me one sec, guys. I need more water. Back, guys. I ended up getting carrot juice. So if I become more nasally as the video goes on, that's because it literally feels like when I drink or eat pesticides that I'm having, my allergies are acting up. It feels like a cold's coming on. I've become very sensitive to foods. Actually, I've become very sensitive to energies. I've become very sensitive to people's thoughts even. Like when somebody's thinking about me, I feel it. And the good ones, the bad ones, I can hurt. Well, I can say this. I can, if I wanted to, I could negatively affect people that are trying to negatively affect me. I don't want to do that. I've slipped up. I'm not perfect. I've gotten aggravated a few times and slipped up, but I can feel people's energies. I can see what people call shadow people all the time now. So a lot of weird shit's happening in my life. In the process of becoming conscious. I don't talk about everything, but anyways, yeah, I've become nasally. It's because there's pesticides in this fucking carrot juice, and I'm literally reacting to it like an allergy. But there's nothing else to drink, and I'm sick of drinking distilled water with minerals in it. Stop and Smell the Roses wrote, I hope this explains what I think. Minerals. You could throw in a pinch of fucking Dead Sea salt. It's got most of the minerals you need. Like people talking about like electrolytes, like it's like, get some Dead Sea salt. Get some fucking Dead Sea salt, some pink Himalayan salt. Throw a pinch in your fucking tub of distilled water. You now have mineral water. It's really not that complicated. Like, what's the other one? The Irish one? The Celtic sea salts is another good one. Super nutritious. All the minerals you need are in there. You put it in a couple gallons, a pinch, and stir it up. First off, you want to stir it up before you drink it anyways. You don't want to drink still water. Still water makes mold. But anyways, I'm talking about water. Well, anyways, let me... Stop and Smell the Roses wrote, I hope this explains what I think is the origin of this shit show. I'm not claiming to know how his mind works, because that's an effing cesspool of denial between those two ears, but I do know it's effed up, whether it's not from a broken brain from child abuse or too much street drugs he said he used to buy. Yep, the guy did a video showing the location he used to get supplied from. Okay, guys, we could literally be just dealing with the most deranged individual. Like, this guy could be a schizophrenic that, I don't know what drugs he was using. Was he using, like, meth and crack and, like, dirty drugs? Or was he just using, like, pot or, you know, like, psilocybin? Like, I don't care about certain drugs, but here, or from pharma drugs when he was in the psych ward asylum. Those are the ones that really are, those are worse to me than crack. I don't know if you check out, I'm subscribed to it. It's Dr. Marzinski's channel. He talks about a lot of this. The effect that these psych meds have on the patients. Dude, literally shrinks their brains. Literally eats holes through their brains. Literally turns them into dead zombies. I mean, just psych meds are the most evil drugs in this reality. I think that what they're doing, I know this is a weird what if, but maybe they're taking extremely advanced spiritual creatures. Oh, I hear a voice like, these may be the most spiritually advanced, and they're taking them, and instead of honing their tools and sharpening their spirit, they dope them up and shrink their brain and hurt them and abuse them and mentally fuck them, telling them their gifts are evil and blah, blah. It's like, man. Anyways, he wrote, or from pharma drugs when he was in the psych ward, or dishonesty to himself that can, on its own dishonesty, can fry a person's brain with dementia. What if people are dishonest with themselves? It gives them dementia? That's interesting. Oh, that constantly lying to yourself, you'll lose your mind. That's interesting. Anyways, he wrote, He had disagreements about people's beliefs, and I had the same disagreements too. Many others did too, but his mental wiring fried when his online buddies don't want to talk to him about it. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean, like we're his online buddies and we don't want to talk to? I wanted to talk to him. I don't know, or his other buddies? Or you mean like notes or? Well, I don't think Perpetual Pleasurist is his. I don't know if they're still friends. I know that he started attacking that dude too, because that dude disagreed with him on some shit. It's like, how much do you guys got to see to find out this dude's fucking unstable? Forever Consciousness Research Channel emailed him and it didn't go well. Really? So Mark even emailed him and I didn't know about that exchange. He wrote, then afterwards online, Forever Conscious made it sound like Forever Conscious was a nice guy wanting to talk, but it wasn't the case. It appears that that's why Sanity Machine wouldn't engage talking to him and chose to poke at him online or in rituals. Forever Conscious Research Channel did the same with me. So I related to Scarlet Monastery, or I wrote Scarlet Monastery. Scarlet Monastery is a fucking, SM's a dungeon in WoW, and I just said SM. Sanity Machine. The Sanity Machine's nowhere near as cool as the Scarlet Monastery, bro. The Sanity Machine is a punk. The Sanity Machine's a Murloc. And WoW, no. The Sanity Machine's not even a level 1 hunter pet. He's a fucking companion pet. He don't even do damage. You'd have to fight him in a pet battle to use him. I'm just kidding. He's just, maybe I shouldn't make fun. I mean, I don't know. He's still an asshole, though. Like, I don't care if his brain's fried or any of that. Like, fuck him. He's still talking hella shit. Fuck that motherfucker. He wrote, no, I should be nicer. I don't know. I'm conflicted, to be honest. I don't know what to do. I'm just on this ride. Hey, I didn't program little Steven Creepy Boy into the realm. Something else did. I'm just trying my best to deal with it. He wrote, Forever Conscious the same. So you related to him. What did Forever Conscious do to you guys? I don't get this. Okay. Forever Conscious emailed him and it didn't go well. Then afterward online, he made it sound like he was the nice guy wanting to talk about it, but it wasn't the case. Really? So how did that play out? I'd be curious to see that, but I definitely, I bet he said some dumb shit. I bet what happened was he said the dumbest, most aggressive, negative shit back at Forever Conscious, and Forever Conscious was probably just like, fuck you then, you dickhead, or something. I bet he was defending himself, but I'd like to see what was said, but I don't know. He wrote, a few of us walked away shaking our heads thinking the spiritual NDE community was completely infiltrated. Anyways, that's where the comparisons to myself started and ended, because it seems like the Sanity Machine immediately wanted revenge when nobody sided with him in a nice way. He got pushed up against the school locker and bitch slapped, and then after publicly asked to talk, by then it was too late because he went carry seeking revenge on those people, and those people are the main OCD focus on his channel. He explains it outwardly, and if he can catch a fish that reacts, then he'll add that person. His brain is fried. Dude, this is actually kind of sad. But anyways, he wrote, if this shit's true, again, I don't know this much about him. Stop and Smell the Roses seems to have been a guy that's been following him. So I'm assuming he knows what he's talking about. Assuming. I don't know any of this. I can't say this is all true. I hope it's not true, because then it's just fucking sad. And talking about Scarlet Monastery made me want to go play like vanilla World of Warcraft. He wrote, his brain is fried. That's what I pieced together from the sequence of events. SM is always talking about the Lion Sword group not supporting him when he told them about a life problem. What life problem? He didn't tell me about no damn life problem. Not that I'm in this group. I'm actually sick of being put in the group with these people. I like Lion Sword. I like WC33. I like Forever Conscious. I like Autodidactic. I like whoever else this creep is attacking. Not all of them, I'm assuming, but I like most of them. That doesn't mean that we're all in some fucking... That's something from the deranged mind of a paranoid schizophrenic. He calls us Team Evil, like we're all conspiring against this retard. Like, dude, we're just replying to your dumbness. Shut the fuck up, and people will stop talking about you. Are you literally so stupid you can't piece that up? You really so dumb you can't put two and two together, my dude? If you don't want people talking about you, quit talking about them, you fucking degenerate. Are you brain dead or something? Did the holes eat through your logic center? He wrote, that's what I pieced together from the sequent events. SM is always, oh yeah, I already read this. He wrote, that's when he included Lion Sword Group into the mix. Sometimes he puts a video about a truth that might be helpful, but he doesn't talk about being a powerful being. He just refuses to talk about that and does ritual so-called cursor magic instead. Cursor magic. Let me cursor magic him. I'm doing my cursor in circles. I'm casting the spell of micro-penisery back at Steven with my cursor magic. No, he's already got that shit. Wait, let me ask the universe. What doesn't he have? You want me to curse him with intelligence? The universe wants me to curse his whole brain with intelligence. They said that's the worst thing you can do to him? Oh, because he'll become conscious of how fucking stupid he's been and he'll fucking be in a world of hurt. No, I don't want him to suffer, though. I'll curse him with half intelligence. No, that's even worse. No, wait a minute. No, I don't want to curse him. Fuck him. Just let him do his cursor magic. He wrote, if you was walked away. Okay, I already read that. He's always... Yeah, they didn't support... What was his life problem? I don't know any of this. He wrote, like I said, his channel is about stuff that won't get a person releasing and in their standing in their power, because he's not about that. He's about revenge, distractions that will get people nowhere. But he claims he's the only one with the truth channel, but it's mostly focused on revenging Chris and a few others like FC and Lion Sword, who he subbed to as buddies, and then who sided with others and not him, with him. I didn't side with others. I didn't side with anybody. Like, he's saying that because I was cool with Lion Sword or WeC33 or Forever Conscious or subscribed to them, that I was there on their side. So I'm saying these are the thoughts of a paranoid delusional freak. Like, we're all in this team together. Does he think like I call them and we're like, what does he actually say? Or is he saying that we're all controlled by archons against him? We ain't the ones that hear voices, buddy. Maybe you should. Maybe Steven should go subscribe to Dr. Marzinski's channel, watch a few of his videos. Maybe his predicament will make a little bit more sense. He wrote, that's my best guess, because the dude talks about his poor me mistreatment all the effing time. He's the victim. He's the victim. Steven, what started the issue between us, you fucking retard? You attacked me for no reason. Well, your reasoning was that I was subscribed to two people and defending them, which was a lie. I wasn't defending anybody. And you know that. You're an agent. Shut your fucking stupid mouth. You know all this. You're an agent. You're a pathetic agent. Easy to see through. A 10-year-old could see through it. He wrote, talks about his poor mistreatment. You're a fucking degenerate. All the effing time, it wasn't too hard to piece it together. I don't think SM can make it through a video without derailing the topic to be about him and how people mistreated him and how he has to ban hundreds of people. He bans hundreds of people? That dude isn't that evidence that he's obviously a fucking clown? He has to ban... I banned him with all his alt accounts, and that's it. That's all I've banned. He's got a ban. That tells me that there's traffic going through his channel saying, dude, you're dumb, you're stupid, this was wrong. It's like, it's so obvious he's an agent. Or at least just a fucking idiot. He had to ban hundreds of people. His swing side is about how everybody is obsessed with him. I was pissed off with FC2, and after shit posting a few times, I dropped him because I knew what he was up to and let the universe take care of FC. What happened with FC? What are you talking about? Please tell me what you're talking about in the next comment you drop. Stop and smell the rose. I don't know what you're talking about. He wrote, when you instantly defended FC before asking to talk to SM, it was too late for him because his sanity machine was all oiled up with neurons smoking and fizzling. That's why I say he's the best agent, because he's the worst at smearing shit all over everything. The Archons would not go for somebody that's not good at the job. Like, he's the perfect agent. Trust me, I know this. This is exactly right. Smearing shit all over everything in a way that tells some truth, but nobody can share it because he's clearly deranged and shitting and pissing over everything like an old cat that needs to be gently put down. He makes the NDE afterlife truth topic look psychotic because he is a psychotic. he wrote, he says he's he says he's spiritual, but cursor magic. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm entering a goofy mood now because that shit caught me fun. I'm sorry. He wrote, let me get my bearings. I'm sorry. He says he's spiritual, but cursor magic and drawing art magic isn't most people's idea of inner sovereign power. Spiritual, is that what he says? I'm casting my spirit magic into these paintings and I've done my cursor magic for the day. Man, it's okay. He's the perfect, well, not perfect agent because he's very easy to see through and poke fun at. He's not the perfect agent. Like a perfect agent would be very difficult to tell. He's not a perfect agent. He's actually a very shitty agent. I called him out as an agent 2 days into the debacle. 2 days into it. He's the perfect agent to belittling, seeking truth about how to live in this life or the next. What is he like telling people to paint pictures to cast curses? Let's paint pictures of a beautiful world. Like, let's stick a little tree in there. We'll stick a pretty little cloud in over here. Oh, did it ever work for Bob Ross? Pretty sure there's actually a conspiracy theory that Bob Ross was actually a serial killer and he was painting all the locations of the dead because some of the locations he painted ended up being real locations that had dead bodies at them. Anyways, he's crazy like a fox. I don't know for sure if that's true. I didn't do the investigation in the site to say it's a theory, but he was such a gentle, like, oh boy, let's just put a little happy grass over here. like damn, dude, I love art, but I ain't that in. I'm not over there fucking, oh, the happiest little bunny rabbit. He's crazy like a fox. Fox is numerically 666, so I believe it. He puts out a few gems, but that's just to lure the newbies. What are his gems? I would like to hear those. Are they actually my gems? He wrote, I think there is a type of neural network program that he hijacked it to lead people to keep this shit show in place and him as the tormentor of it. Do you know how he lured people? Really? Stop and smell the rose. I would like all his subscribers to remember back to the time they were led to his channel. I guarantee you the people that were talking in the comment that led you back to his channel were all just him on different channels. Yeah, that guy's so smart. If you guys really want the truth, go and check out this dude. And like that's one of his channels saying that. And then he'd come on another alt channel, El Diablo, agreeing with some other dumb shit channel he had. Again, I have the list. I could say them all. People would probably be like, oh my God, those were the people agreeing and saying, oh, he was so cool. And I remember even having conversations with those people in his comments as if they were other people. He's a total creepy, weird dude. But again, I just think time heals everything eventually. Like time is what heals. And time will tell. People will eventually wake up. They're going to be like, what the fuck? They're going to be like, smell the roses. Stop smelling the roses. They're eventually going to realize like something's wrong here. He doesn't want to heal or destroy a cancer. He wants to torment it. Yeah, so he became the thing he hated. No better than the Who mad scientists or the Archon of the Matrix. And he's too psychotic with revenge, hatred, and anger to see it. Yeah, almost hypnotized by the ring. Hypnotized by the Moldavite. Oh, the Moldavite, it's got me. It's a fucking stone. It's a fucking ring. If you are hypnotized as easily as this degenerate, then you never had the power to hold the ring or the Moldavite or the Mercamere crystal to go, the diamond to go with it. I would say if you're in the truth community, this takes a level of responsibility. It's not an easy path to walk. It does take a warrior mentality. He wrote, the song by Destroyer applies to him. Don't become the thing you hated. Like I said, this is what I pieced together from his endless rants on the topic, but I can't take more than a few minutes because he's too hard to watch, that train wreck. That's the boat I'm in. I watched 3 videos, and I chose the 3 that I chose because they were the shortest length shorts that I could find. Watched them, and just it was the same dumb shit. It was just he was like saying I was a lizard or I was demonic possessed. He like paused me in a moment, and go, look, do you see his eyes? Like, I'm an animated person. You could have paused me 10 times in just 1 second and made me look crazy. Like it's gonna happen. Trauma-based bird feeder man wrote at 4:39, why do you have a creepy boy alarm? Is it so you remember to feed the captives under the stairs? You're one of them. He must be watching Stevie Boy's channels. That actually reminded me of that old movie. That was a creepy movie. People Under the Stairs. Did you guys ever see that movie? Like when I went back and watched it as an adult, and obviously like the production quality and all was just so horrible. It was weird to me that as a kid these movies were like intense and scary, but it was a creepy, like the whole dynamic between the father, the mom, and the daughter was like all creepy and like was just weird. I remember it was just like, it's a creepy ass movie. But yeah, trauma based. My alarm went off. Oh, it must be maybe that's my lizard alarm to shock people with my lizard technology right before my lizard transformation takes place, or who knows what the fuck these weirdos would think. Daniel Baroni wrote, pretty much all of Sanity Machine subscribers are his sock puppet accounts. I know. That's why I would try to tell people, like 30 of those are him. He talks to himself. It's just so creepy. And there's intelligent, well, I'll say there's truth seekers that watch him, though. These are actual other people. Like I've seen the people comment, I'll click, they have a channel talking. It's like, these are real people. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? But y'all are truth seekers. Well, anyways, Fire wrote at 59:10, the good is needed because if it wouldn't exist, 99% of us would have blown our brain. Okay, that's actually a very logical argument. I had said in the video, this is a great argument. This is an argument I've also put forward. Thank you, Fire, for reminding me. And again, when you philosophize, I forget shit that I've even said back in the day. But yeah, this is true. That if it was 100% pure suffering, then we all would have killed ourselves. We wouldn't have stood for it. We'd have been like, okay, that's it. I don't want to do this anymore. So there has to be just enough good. This is a great comment by Fire for us to linger in the suffering willingly. I'm not promoting suicide, self-extinction. I'm not promoting any of that. I figure if our lives are so fucked up and shitty and it's a lost cause and we're just going to kill ourselves anyways, then I think we should band together and try to destroy evil and make a fucking example out of these demonic fucking Archon agents that we call politics, that it fucking works through, that keeps us in a satanic evil state. We should go make an example if our lives are just something to fucking blow out on and make a mess out on the fucking road with. He wrote, they need to have the good here to keep us in the human hamster wheel. Amen. Come on, that's a no-brainer. Maybe the good here is also another bait to keep us coming back here to reincarnate. Amen. The love bomb in and of itself, literally as bait, the good, used against us. Love bomb. I wonder what that, I know what euphoria feels like. I would have walked towards that too. If it hit me with that in the afterlife, I definitely would walk right into it. Not anymore. So yeah, love is literally used back against you. Why would this thing hit you with a fucking love bomb after a realm of meaningless suffering and torment? Not just yours, but the people you love around you suffering in torment too. Why would it love you after all that? Why didn't you fucking love me while I was there, you demonic piece of filth? It's almost like all the love was taken out of the realm to then be used against me later like a fucking weapon. He wrote, I mean, it's clear as day that the bad in this reality outweighs the good. Yeah, it is 99% evil, and this is a great comment. He wrote, anyone that has brain cells, or anyone that has enough brain cells to open a door can see that. One negative is always greater than two positive. Unfortunately, breeders can't see behind this logic, or they are evil incarnate. I vote for the latter. Breeders are ignorant fools, most of them. They sell back themselves this sort of comfort zone, imaginative. Disney movies and stuff are great. They are. A lot of them, they have the music, they play the violin, it touches at the heartstrings, a very sentimental moment in Free Willy when the whale got freedom or whatever. But they also do things to a child. They do things to a child, man, that affects them for the rest of their lives. And it creates this sort of adult being that will create these mental Disney comfort zones in their mind. Oh, but I'm going to raise the kid, and there's going to be a white picket fence and a green yard, and he's going to play with the dog, and I'm going to be happy and laughing, and he's going to be happy and laughing. It's like, did you forget your life? What kind of life did you? So maybe they're just people that didn't have a miserable experience like we did. Maybe they didn't get punched in their face when they were too young to think clearly. Maybe they didn't have a horrible, violent, suffering experience. That's the only one I've ever known. Sure, there are things I give examples of good things and pull back at your guys' heartstrings. Say, oh, family matters and there's love, and but just when you put it on a tipping scale, evil's way fatter and more gluttonous. And it can never consume enough. It can never see enough goodness to realize it's evil. This place isn't reality wrote, I will make videos of Sai Chi magic. Real magic, I'm trying to get a house first. Angel of Hearts wrote, good luck, brother, and I hope you find a place to live. I may make telekinesis videos too one day if I'm good enough. And then he replied back, thanks, and Recursive Inwardness wrote, there are already lots of them. Yeah, I've seen the dude, like that Asian dude that can like shock people by touching them. He's like a Reiki healer. He touches people, shocks them, heals them, supposedly heals them. I wasn't there for any of that. I've seen this video. I've seen people get shocked by him. I've seen him set newspaper on fire with his hands so he can create heat with his hands. He can create some sort of electricity, chi with his hands. The dude's in his 50s or 60s, and he's a master. He's been doing it his whole life. If I have to become some super chi master for a whole lifetime to set a newspaper on fire, if I had to spend a whole lifetime to shock people, I could go buy a taser off Amazon for $60. What the fuck am I going to get from having all the chi and all that? What does it do, though? How is it practical in reality? They've been around forever. What have they done? I don't care about setting newspapers on fire. What does it matter to us? I'm not going to spend a whole lifetime to shock people with my hand or set fire. I got a lighter. And I got a couple 12-gauge shotguns. Shocking people's the least of their fucking worries. And so this place isn't reality. Wrote, magic is the power of imagination. Mage nation. Yeah, I mage nation. That's a word I broke down before too. I mage, I nation. But imagination is super important in this realm because that's where everything starts. Anything that's been physically manifested was first in the imagination of somebody. So imagination is very powerful. Beliefs even way more powerful than imagination. This place isn't reality. Wrote at 1434. Magic is real, Sai Chi, whatever, but there are definitely pesticides in this. I can literally feel like my shit starts to clog up. My nose almost starts to clog up. Whatever, but this matrix puts limits on you. I have practiced chi for years and have telekinesis, electrokinesis, thermal control. I will prove powers exist. I don't believe in magic because of books. I was born with powers that gotten weaker with age, but I'm getting my powers back. I will show you once my training is complete. This place isn't reality. Kudos to you. I hope you learn all your powers. I hope you stand in your power and realize what you were before the place contaminated you, and you can do all kinds of cool shit. I would love to see it, and if you get to the point where it's beneficial to humanity, I would love to learn it myself. Ronan's Journey wrote, do you have any, replied to this place isn't real, do you have any techniques for healing? Angel of Hearts wrote, laugh out loud, Chris has got it totally backwards. In what way does this world try to make us think magic is real? Every single child's book, every single child's movie, the human brain is this super absorption sponge that not only absorbs at a young age, but enacts this behavior out for the rest of its life permanently. So why would every single child's book, every single child's movie have magic in it if it wasn't trying to indoctrinate the little dum-dums that are in that state of mind, the same way they do with the globe, the same way they do with a bunch of other lies, unless they wanted them later as adults believing in magic and rituals and, oh, they're so powerful in robes because they stood in front of an owl and blah, blah. I believe in technology. I believe in evil technology. And I believe if there is mind control going on, it has nothing to do with magic. It has something to do with technology and artificial intelligence. There are no caster spells. If people are getting sick, if truthers are getting sick or having physical or mental ailments, that's not because of black magic or evil Illuminati curses. That's because of 4G or 5G or whatever G tower is probably poisoning you. This is a demonic suffering realm made for you to suffer. He wrote, we are basically brainwashed from childhood that the idea of magic is just fiction. No. Well, okay, Angel of Hearts. I would say, where have you seen a practical example of it? Outside of card tricks and this and that. Where have you seen actual magic? That's practical, that I would say matters to me or you or anybody for that matter. If you wanted telekinesis powers to be able to read people's minds, okay, what are you going to do with it? If you wanted to be able to change your temperature, okay, what are you going to go like hang out in the ice or something? Like, how is this beneficial? And again, where's it practical? Why is it always some hush-hush thing that's done in a certain type of way that almost looked like a magic trick? Honestly, when he set the paper on fire, it makes me wonder, did he put something into the paper before he set it down to get it to spark up? There are chemicals and stuff that do that. The shocking people with your hand thing, I don't know how the hell he did that. That could be, well, if you wanted to be gross, he could put like wires under his skin and fucking like actually shock people with like, I don't know, but even if I developed over a lifetime of practicing these magic abilities, what am I going to do with them? I personally think that a lighter, instead of having to use my chi power to start a fire, is more practical. I personally think that if I'm going to shock somebody, taser gun's more practical. I don't have to sit there and power up or like. I just don't understand what the point of this fake magic fuckery shit's for. I don't believe it. I think that we're brainwashed, Angel of Hearts. I think that those things are told to us while we're kids, so we'll continue believing in it endlessly. Where's your practical examples of it, I would say? And if you can't show me any, outside of the little fuckery videos I'm talking about that are on the internet, I would say maybe you should question your own ideas and thoughts and go, maybe I'm wrong about this magic thing. Maybe I am brainwashed or indoctrinated to continue believing in it. Again, I don't see any practical examples of it. Ronan's Journey wrote, close your eyes, visualize green auras, rainforest, mountains, or any peaceful place surrounded by flowers and animals. Feel your chi around your body and concentrate on the feeling of healing. This isn't magic. Okay, so do you guys consider like feeling energies, being able to find a pain in your body and destroy it mentally? You guys call that magic? You think that's magic? I don't think that these are magic. Okay, I think that this is spirit. I think that what's happening is spirit and the power of spirit. I think we come from spirit. I think spirit's the real world and the physical world's the dream, and that's why belief is so powerful in the dream world. That's why you can believe this empty pill cured your stage 4 cancer and the placebo actually did cure, because you believed it. I don't know if this is magic. So, yeah, people can have abilities to heal themselves, feel energies, feel presences, feel thoughts. If people are thinking negative about you, you can feel it. If people are thinking sexually about you, you can feel it. If people are thinking positive about you, you can feel it. You could do the same to them and have an effect on them, actually. If you're very powerful, I think. And I don't think any of that's magic. I think that's what we are. Okay, so I guess I'm disagreeing and agree. I'm wrong in this. Okay, if you guys want to call this shit magic, magic's a very, I don't know, that's a term that scares me away from what we're talking about. I think you guys are talking about like spiritual energy. Chi is one way I guess we could call it. Okay, so I'm not completely disagreeing. Actually, I kind of agree with this. I guess, okay, so magic is real. I just don't like calling it magic. Like this is our power. This is our power. This is literally the essence we're made out of, being manifested into the physical realm. This isn't magic, or I don't know why do you guys want to call that magic? But this place isn't reality. Thank you. I will try this out. Or no, I'm sorry. Ronan's Journey wrote that. displaces reality. I'm going to go out there and punch my neighbor in his mouth real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. I don't know if I finished this last one. Did I? Anyways, one of you wrote, someone show me what massive truth you have received from one of these nonsense exclusive content memberships. You can't. I'm 100% confident I won't get a reply with any information. One of you should be 100% confident just based on the fact that there is no actual solidified 100% here's the real truth in reality. Just a bunch of different opinions and versions of the truth with tons of evidence to back them up, but no solidification anywhere. So you should feel confident saying that just based off of that fact. But yeah, there is no going to be, oh, if you come over here and pay this little monthly $2 fee or whatever every month, oh, you'll be a part of it. There's no special group and there is no special information to be had. Not in the Dookie Boy realm. Who here has a low level of intelligence? Don't you think if a bunch of intelligent people were looking for the truth, they would have found it by now? But somebody's got a little exclusive click. Like, okay. T-Fetch wrote, probably nothing, but I understand wanting to get away from trolls. Absolutely. Dude, you're not going to do this and not deal with trolls simultaneously. It's just not going to happen that way. It's unrealistic to even think that that's possible. Ryan Michael Brown wrote, you'll never see a hearse pulling a U-Haul down the road, brother. That's for damn sure. Stay burly and never forget where you came from. I agree with that, Ryan. Speaking from a logical perspective, we're not in logical realms anymore. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if I saw a fucking hearse pulling a U-Haul down the road there. I'm sure that dude wore a wig and his name was Christina and he had on, lipstick across his face and wanted to take all his belongings with him when they probably married his couch or something. In this world, I wouldn't be surprised about anything. But Crunchy B wrote, I was freaked out when I found out citric acid was made from mold produced through microbial processes using predominantly a mutant strain of the black mold, Aspergillus niger. What the fuck? Okay, I didn't know any of that neither. Jesus. Citric acid? I thought citric acid was from citrus fruits peels. That's what I thought. Like when you squeeze an orange peel and that shit sprays out. It's like mace. If you take an orange peel and bend it in front of your eye, it'll fucking blind you. It'll burn the shit out of your eye. Like acid comes out of it. I thought that's what citric acid was, but I guess not. Crunchy B also commented, your teeth aren't bad, thank you, but they're pretty fucked up here. That's a pathetic attempt at insulting. Amen. It's like, why are we talking about my teeth? Why are we talking about my nose? It's like, because you ain't got nothing else to talk about, you little weirdos over there. He wrote, glycine actually has proof of efficacy in treating schizophrenia? Really? It removes impurities from the blood. How could it cure? I never heard that. That's interesting if that's true. He wrote, one sec, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to try to wrap this one up. He said, I've taken it and would recommend. It tastes sweet enough to sweeten drinks without raising glucose. Yeah, glycine actually does have like a sweetness to it. He wrote, and it's cheap. Glutathione, not so cheap, but it's also great. I need to take it again. Didn't know they had some synergistic effect. Glutathione glutathione creates glycine in your body. Unfortunately, most of us are deficient in glutathione, so we don't produce enough. That's why I'd say take both at the same time. First off, to balance your levels out. Second off, to get enough glycine in your blood to start doing its job right off the bat. T-Fetch wrote, I think if people are in the truth community honestly trying to seek and share truth, then awesome. Why attack anyone? Oh, and I already read this comment, I think, on my last comment reply video. I was wondering why it was thumbs just up with no heart. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.